How we doing today, man? We are done trading for the day. We have our account locked. I took two trades. Um, First trade a little bit bad. Right? Not like the worst ever. I don't think it was anything horrible. But it wasn't my favorite trade. My second trade I like, but I still made some mistakes. Ended up trading around two micros today. Reasons for that I'll go over. But yeah, going in for our bias, first of all. If you guys see this tab up here, I am in this coin just because TJR and Justin. That's pretty much where I've been like following for meme coins. But we are up. We are up, man. This is my portfolio right here. I start with 20 bucks. I've already made 50 bucks profit. That's into just real crypto bags. My main crypto bag being H bar and really XRP, bro. I don't know. Some people hate on XRP, but I feel like it's gonna do good. But I've already moved 50 over, and I left 20 in, so I'm just playing with pure profits here. And last night I was in on the coin that I feel like everyone was in on, which was not Chill Guy. I was on this. I fumbled this bag. I fumbled Chill Guy. I was in really early. Thought it had no way that it was going to keep going up, and it did. And I was in the Huz for a while last night. I was in here watching this, and it crashed on me. And I went to sleep. And I woke up, I had a dream that it was crashing and it was going to zero and I needed to get out. But I woke up and it was 5 a.m. So if you look at 5 a.m. right here, it was already down. If I would have woke up at 3 a.m., I would have hit the high and I would have been able to get out of there with a crazy profit. My account was up around, it was over 200 from 20, which is mind-blowing. So we didn't get to escape with our coin there. But we still made profit. We secured a bag. We put 130 in Solana, so we're up 110, and we have 15 just floating in this coin. This one is my least favorite one that I'm in. I cannot lie. I think this one's just a complete joke. Not even joke, like they're all memes, but I don't think this one's very good. I think this is just going to be a really quick pump and dump. So if we can get some legs up, I'm going to just get out. But a little sidetrack there for that topic. But back on topic for this, I just kind of want to go over that. Because it's fun, man. This is a unique time. This is not going to last forever. I'm not going to become a crypto day trader, anything like that. It's just way too degenerate, bro. If I go down that path for real, it will be bad, right? I'm just playing around with profit, really. I mean, and yeah, we're doing all right, and it's fun to do, right? And I'm not gonna. It's fun to do while it's going on, man. We gotta take advantage of this. We're gonna look back and be like, man, you remember when meme coins were a thing? And I don't want to look back and say I didn't get to participate. So that's the only reason why I'm indulging in the meme coins bet. If you're looking to make money, just learn how to trade. Just learn something else. It's not for you, right? It's not for me, but it's fun to do in the moment. And dude, I wish I had the balls to go in with bigger bags, dude. Like, I have a friend that went in with like 100 yesterday on the Huz coin, and dude, we were on a FaceTime last night, and dude, he was up like a band. And then it just start crashing. But it's so hard to take profits on meme coins because it's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm actually able to hold my trades better on the meme coins than I am actually trading. So maybe it's desensitizing me to my trading. So if you guys have any meme coins for me that's early, don't tell me I'm some bullcrap, bro. Tell me some early meme coins in my comments. Let me know. Because yeah, I'm always looking until this meme narrative dies out. I'm gonna be looking, bro. My goal is one band. That's my goal. It'll be very, very nice. If I can make one band trading meme coins, I'll have made all the money I spent on prop firms back for an entire year. So that's kind of crazy. But anyways, back into the charts, man. I don't want to waste too much more time going over that. That's all I'll say about the meme coins in this video, right? I'll maybe bring it up tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. But like I said before, my Twitter, I post my meme coin portfolio, just updates and just RAM stuff. So check that out. But okay, back to the point. Coming into today, right, the real chart, the NASDAQ, right, where were we at? The 1 hour chart and then the ES 1 hour chart, we did not have any sort of divergence. We didn't have any divergence. I guess actually, did we take this out? Did we take this out? Let's do this. I wonder if we had a divergence here. So on the 1 hour, ES took that out, and on the 1 hour here, am I tripping? Oh, this is the 1 minute. Okay, I'm an idiot. My bad. All right, so we did have an SMT here. So we had an SMT at the highs here. We swept out Friday's high, Friday's AM high, and we didn't on NQ. So this was actually a pretty bearish signature going to the morning. We swept this high right here, and we ended up displacing lower. So going into the morning, we had that SMT, and then we also had a 15-minute inversion right here that ended up sending price lower. So right off market open today, my bias was mixed, right? It looked bearish on the higher time frame. If we go on the 4 hour, if it loads, man, what the heck? Sometimes it does this crap on Top Step X. On the 4 hour, right, we just pulled back to equilibrium of this move, or I don't know if we got to equilibrium, but we pulled back from this move lower. Close to equilibrium, it would be equilibrium of this leg. Yeah, so equilibrium of this leg down. On the 4 hour, the daily, we tapped into this fair value gap. And yeah, it looked like Monday. This was Monday's candle right here. Monday and Tuesday, we're manipulating higher to maybe send us lower for the week. Who knows? But yeah, I was looking a little bit bearish, but then also bullish at the same time because we had this 4 hour gap right here. Bullish. So I wanted to see what we would do in that spot. We did technically run it, but we haven't had any displacement through it. And then the 1 hour has been holding like a champ. So this gave me a bullish bias currently. Both trades I took were longs because I noticed how we were holding this fair value gap here. And also, or I noticed this after the fact, but my first long was here, right here. The first long, which again, I don't really love, we had this hourly high and 30-minute high, which was a fair value gap. I wanted to see us trade to. We ended up displacing higher, and then when we ran this 1 minute fair value gap, I entered in longs. Again, I don't love this trade because the risk was down here, 30 points, and the target was 35 points. So it was like a 1-to-1. And I'll pull up this execution right here. And yeah, I didn't really love this trade because it just wasn't really something I needed to get myself involved with, if I'm being honest. I got in and I got in there and the trade started moving, and whenever I was happy that I held through the chop. Really, we got a 5-minute order block and I put my stop in because I wanted to see price be quick here, right? I got in high up. I want to see price be very quick and efficient, and I want to see us hit that 1 hour fair value gap quickly, right? So I was in a little bit in a bad spot, went to break even early, and then the trade just started dancing around here. And that made me realize that we were going to maybe just get another opportunity to get a trade. So that first trade, I do not love it. I'm not in love with it. I do think I made a mistake there. But we mentally kept our cool. We didn't just FOMO into another position right away. We didn't just, increase size. We went in with a cool head and we did our thing. It just, wasn't the greatest trade ever. So then I was paying attention to what we were going to do now. And we end up running this 5-minute fair value gap, and then we left this 15-minute gap right here. So we left this 15-minute gap, and I was having my eye on this because I wanted to see what we would get out of this, right? What would we get out of this 15-minute? Will we run through it and go lower, or are we going to push up and reach this 1 hour high was my main target, and then I wanted to see these highs here, these body highs, to get taken as the second target. So when we dropped down in the lower time frame, I was watching this. We were just selling. We were holding this fair value gap. We sold again. And at this point, we had swept out these lows inside the fair value gap. We were holding about consequent encroachment, and we started getting legs up. I noticed that this 5-minute fair value gap was right here. So I'm going to get rid of the 15-minute so we don't just have so many boxes. So we were in a 15-minute bullish, and we were inversing a 5-minute. The 5-minute closes at 11:40 or 38 or 39, which is this candle here. So in the live time, I was looking at this candle. I was saying, okay, we have another minute till the 5-minute inverses. I'm going to take that long with 4 micros. If we inversed around here, right, around somewhere in this area, because if it inversed right here, I could have a 20 point stop loss, feel really comfortable with it, and let things play out. But as you can see, this candle that came in, the close of the 5-minute was a 22-point candle, and then at the peak, 31 points, which gave me confidence in the move higher, but it also just kind of skewed the entry because it was like, okay, whoa, what's happening here? How many micros do I take? Whatever. So it kind of threw me off, and I'll pull up this execution here, and I'll kind of just walk through what I was thinking and why I took it, or not why I took it, but what I was thinking, how I got in, how I could have done better. I could have just got in off the 5-minute close, but we're sitting here watching it. The close happens, still not in, and I'm just like, where do I get in here? How should I get in this position? What will be the best decision? And I'm like, okay, limit order, maybe this order block, which I don't believe gets hit. Yeah, the order block never would have got hit, so it's a good thing. We moved from there, and then I was like, okay, maybe if this 1-minute inverses, I was waiting for a 1-minute inverse. I was waiting for this to inverse, and then I was like, okay, then I'll get in on that as a confirmation. And I was waiting, and I end up just market ordering, which is sad because we could have got a better entry. We could have got in right off the close. That would have been the best entry in hindsight. But we end up just market ordering because I, want to just make sure I get in the trade. I like the trade. The entry was just a little bit subpar. The trade would end up making around $222. I just had a floating stop loss. I was never planning on losing that much. I just, in case the market rips down, I like to have a stop loss in place. And yeah, this trade, we suffer a little bit of drawdown, not bad. And we get this order block, and after this order block got put in, I was so confident that we were going to go higher because everything just looked perfect. This looks exactly like what I want to see. Relative equal highs, 2 hourly highs stacked, a 15-minute fair value gap holding, a 5-minute getting inversed, a 1-minute getting inversed, an order block getting put in. Everything about this price flow looked good. I was now risking less, around 160 if it just dumped. And at this point, I was a little bit nervous because I just didn't love my entry. And this is where I end up just waiting. We get a nice green candle, and I go to break even here. I shouldn't go to break even here. The reason I do is because, again, I didn't love my entry. So I feel like I find when I take bad entries, I'm a lot more susceptible to just trailing my stop really quickly because I'm not in love with my entry point. So it makes me really risk adverse, which isn't exactly a good thing. Obviously, we don't get stopped out here, which is nice, but that is the reason why I was moving it early, is just because, and maybe this is how you want to move your stop loss, cool. At this point, when this candle prints, I think I'm fine with the stop loss at break even, just because at that 1 hour high, it'd have to be break even anyways, just based on how I like to trade. So when this candle comes in, you could probably just get away with going break even because it should follow through that last little bit. And we end up just waiting for it, and it gets us that nets us about 30 points on the first contract, which is nice, right? That's a good solid amount. My hair, bro. I need to buzz this thing again, bro. But we end up getting that first take profit, which felt nice. And then our stops obviously at break even, and we just let the thing play out. I could have probably squeezed a lot more out, not all the way up here. This is a little bit egregious, right? But we started really ripping here, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait and see when that thing rips out that high, and I'm going to take profit at that high. And I just kind of have my stop loss underneath the midpoint of that 1 minute fair value gap. With this big pump, you don't really want to see price come back down. So I was like, okay, let me lock in 100 if I can whenever it shoots up, and maybe it shoots up 20, 30 points more. This candle looked really exhausted, though, so I could have just gave it a second to try and pump higher, which I do. And then it starts to go, and when it goes up there, I end up getting it for $100. So we hit our take profit. And I tried to do the trailing thing, so just in case it ran like 20, 30 points, I didn't just get limit ordered. But yeah, we wouldn't have gotten much more. We would have gotten another 36 points at the peak, which is just not possible. So I'm really, really happy with the take profits there. Maybe could have just not taken profit here, but that could just be hindsight, right? That could be hindsight because we had a 1 hour gap at the high. So it could be hindsight, the fact that it ended up going higher so quickly, and I could just have gotten off better for that in another time. So I don't hate taking profit here because at the end of the day, taking 20, 30 points is how you make a living. If I did this with 2 micros across 5 accounts, copy trading, today would have been an $800+ day, which is, I don't know about you guys, but way more than enough money that I ever will need if I can make $800 a day. And that's 2 micros, 1 trade, 30-point take profit, 50-point take profit. That's not anything insane. So I'm having to try and reprogram my mindset to being more patient with the process because this is where the process can take me. I don't need to be doing $1 million days, weeks. Well, $1 million days is insane, but I don't need to be doing $1 million months or years. I just need to be doing consistent 20, 30 points, scaling up consistently, and just doing my thing, staying in my own lane, worrying about myself, not worrying about anyone else, not worrying about any other trader, anyone else, what anyone else is doing. I just got to stick to my game plan, which is just get better every single day, get more consistent, be more disciplined. And today, I think as a third day, I can say that I followed my rules. I do think that some of my trades were a little bit frustrating for me to try and grab and a little bit mismanaged, but I can always learn from that. I'm just happy with the fact that I didn't do anything dumb. I do want to be really self-critical, though, and admit, right, I didn't lose a trade. Losing a trade affects me a lot differently than when I break even or win. But I'm glad that I stayed patient and waited for 2 good setups. I think, or 1 good setup for sure, and then a second, and then the first setup was just all right. I think that's one that I really want to start staying away from if I really reflect on it. I really do want to kind of stay away from that entry in the future because it's just not really something that aligns with what I'm trying to do in the long run. But I'm not going to beat myself up for it. So today, overall was good. Again, I didn't lose. I haven't lost this week. And when you lose, like I said, some of you guys might know my favorite quote for trading is everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And today I didn't get punched in the face. So I had my plan, right? I didn't get punched in the face. I got to stick to my plan. But what would have happened if that first trade lost $200? How would my plan have looked if I got punched in the face there in the early morning right away? And, I don't like to think about negative stuff, but who knows what would have happened, right? That's not a good that's not how it's supposed to be. It shouldn't be who knows what's going to happen. It should be, oh, well, I know what would happen. I would just take the loss and wait for a good setup and take another trade and then move on with my day. But being really brutally honest with myself and knowing myself, I know that if I did take that loss, that maybe bad things would happen. So that's where I want to get better at trading and my discipline, not just because of, I don't want to just be better at trading just because I'm winning all the time, because going on win streaks is not normal. It's not how you're supposed to trade. You don't need win streaks to win at trading. So I don't want to just be a guy that's, what's it called? I don't want to be someone that has to depend on just big green streaks, big trades, not luck, but kind of just, I need to be a trader that can lose as well as win, right? Because win streaks are great, winning's great, but what happens when you get that punch in the face and you lose on your trade and it was like, I don't know if I even like that trade anymore. And then you lose on that and you're like, well, why did I just lose on this trade? And now you're frustrated. Now you're seeing every setup. So that's where I want to get better, and that's where I want to have confidence and trust with myself. It's great to have trust in yourself when you're in a winning trade and to have trust that you're going to hit your take profits, but there's a different kind of trust that you can build with yourself when you're losing and you're doing the right things. You want to lose doing the right things. You take a trade, maybe it's not the best trade, maybe you can learn from it, but it loses and you say, you know what? I like the trade. Yes, it's not the best trade ever, but it's not going to ruin my day. It's not going to make me crash out of my account. I'm going to stick to my plan and do the right thing. And I haven't been tested with that this week. I don't want to be tested with that. I'm a human. I don't want to lose. But losing will be good for me because the more I can lose, the more chance I'll be able to practice losing. And the best loser wins in trading, because if you can't lose, you'll never be able to win. So I don't want to lose. I never want to lose. If I could never lose again, I would take that deal, obviously. But I think I need to be more open to the idea of losing and losing the right way. Because that's how I will learn a lot. I will learn a lot about myself, about how to control myself, because I am in control of my emotions. I make the decision. I push the buttons. I see the chart. I'm the one that controls it. I don't have anyone else to blame if things don't go well. I don't have anyone else to, any of those things, right? When you're in the market, it's your fault. No matter what you do, it's you. This trade here, I got in it. If this trade lost, it's because I made the decision to get into a losing trade, and that's fine. Am I happy about it? No. But what am I going to do? I'm not going to sit there, crash out of my account, blow my account, do something dumb just because I got punched in the face one time, right? And that's something that I really am going to try and really get better at. So again, I'm terrified of losing. I'm sitting here thinking about, what if I lose tomorrow? What if? It's such a dumb thought. It's such a bad thought to have, because what if tomorrow you loses? Oh well, if you did the right thing, you come back the next day, right? But I'm sitting here right now and talking about this, and thinking about losing tomorrow scares me. Not like I can't sleep, whatever. But it's like man, what if that happens? Like, man, that would just suck. But that's all it is. It will just suck. It'll just say, you know what, it sucks. That sucks, right? Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well, that sucks. That's just how things go, man. That's how life is. You do something that's hard, and there's going to be a lot of suck. When you're working out, you're trying to get stronger, you want your legs to grow, you got to go hit leg day. Leg day sucks, but you got to do it, if you want to have improvement, right? Everything hard sucks, and you have to get good at it, and you have to understand it, and you have to accept it, right? You have to accept that feeling, embrace the downswing, embrace the hardship, because that is trading, right? Losing. And I'm not good at losing yet. I'm not afraid to admit that. I have to get better at it. I have to learn. I have to come into the day and say, look, if I lose, this is what I will do. Because we come into the day, like I said, with a plan for when we win and when we do this, because nobody plans on losing. If you get into a trade and you think it's going to lose, you wouldn't get into the trade. Even if you think, it's not a good setup. You still think, it could work. Nobody on earth has ever gotten into a trade saying, I think this is going to lose. Bye. Nobody's done that. So clearly, we never plan on losing. So I want to start having a plan, not to lose, but if I lose. And say, look, this is my plan, right? I want to win. I want to hold my profits good. I want to hold my trades good. I want to take good setups. I want to take A+ setups, blah, blah, blah. All fine and dandy. But then I need to say, hey, plan B, if we lose, I need to have something that, is clockwork. If I lose, okay, I'm going to take a minute, take some deep breaths. I'm going to, evaluate my trade. I'm going to see, hey, did I risk a good amount? And I want to checklist that. Did I follow my risk? Was it an A+ setup? Was there something that I missed? How do I feel, right? Did I over leverage, right? And then I can just say, look, I took a good setup. I missed this lifetime. Oh, well, that's a human mistake. I learned from it. I sized correctly. I took a loss. And then the next step is there another trade coming today? Was I maybe a little early? Are we going to get, if it goes here and does this, will I get a trade, right? And you have to be honest. You have to say, look, the opportunity today, you know what, we're in high resistance conditions. I don't really know if I'm going to get a good trade today. I'm probably just going to step away. It takes balls to step away when you're down. It takes balls to say, you know what, maybe today doesn't suit what I'm trying to look for. Maybe I'm just going to come back tomorrow. And that's what I'm trying to get to. So it is almost unfortunate that I didn't lose today, because I didn't get to learn how to handle that, right? Because I've proven over and over that I'm not good at that, and that's something I am bad at. So the things I'm not at my peak at with trading yet is holding my trades correctly, and when I lose. Very, very simple things to fix. Not easy, but simple. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting better. And I'm happy with what I'm doing right now. I'm happy with where my account's at, because it's up, right? Again, what happens when we lose? How will we feel? We got to manage that. But right now, the way things are looking, my account's at $1,788. I'm very happy about that. That's the second best I've ever done in my entire life, right? Since I've been trading, believe it or not, whatever you might think, that's the second best I've ever done. If we get above $2,000, that is the best I've done. And even though I gambled to get here, right? To the 1,500. I'm still happy with it, right? I'm still happy with it because I've been following my rules this week and I've been doing better. So that's all I can look for. And I'm excited because I'm closer to passing my account. Again, I can't focus on that because that's where bad things will lead to. But I'm a human, man, and I'm excited because I'm really hoping and looking forward to passing my first account, right? And I think that we're well on our way to do that. And I'm excited because I know that if I can just follow my rules, I will be able to pass my account, right? We'll be able to pass it in 3-4 trades if we follow our rules and we proper risk, right? So I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's see what this is doing here. Came back down to the inversion. We inversed this 1 minute and 3 minute. But no real trade here for me. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate all the support. Like always, man, it just blows my mind seeing all the views come in. And yeah, we're really on a roll right now. And I appreciate everyone. I appreciate all the comments. When I say that, I really mean it, man. I really appreciate you guys. I mean, I really love posting on here. I really love documenting the journey. I really love getting better. I really love hearing about your guys' trading. It really, really is motivating. And it makes you feel like, like you're not alone in this trading because it is very lonely. So I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys had a good day. We have news tomorrow finally. So hopefully we get some more stuff going on. I think NVIDIA earnings tonight is something I heard, maybe not. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. No more talking. For the one time, let's see where the port's at. Hopefully you guys don't see this. Okay, yeah, you don't see it. The port is down to 141, right? But that's fine. That is fine. This coin is a little bit down. All right, 131. It will be up. Don't worry. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. Follow me there or not. Doesn't matter. And we'll keep you guys updated. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Go do something productive. Peace.